It's not. You're not sorry at all. Uh, but she's like, how can we work this out? Whitley was like, this scarf thing is not working out. What do you suggest we do? I suggest that you and Robert don't come in the room. How about
Find
that?
another place.
I think you
Hey,
find
it's true.
somebody.
I mean, they do have. She does. He does have a room too.
He says, oh, well, where should we go? You can buy that mattress and inflate it whenever you want. I said, damn.
Hey,
You can buy an air mattress and inflate it
yeah, I do have to say this is a
whenever the mood hits you. That when she said that, I said, that's so wrong.
that was a rough episode. It's kind of rough.
Rough as far as what?
I mean, it was good because it's like it's interesting.
It's not off the charts. It's not. It's
But
not.
pulling stuff out of it, boy. Hey, I'm giving y'all some behind the scenes. Pulling stuff out of this episode was hard.
You digging? You digging? You had to pull out your jackhammer.
Bro, I had to pull out that shovel. Like I was like, man.
Hero. He.
Yeah.
It was
I think what's happening as you are going through it, and I'm kind of looking at some of these things. I'm like, man, this is a rough episode.
I had written down. I didn't mention it, but I had noted Whitley's hair looked funny, and I was like, that said a lot about this episode. I wrote,
Yeah.
like, why did I write that?
You were looking close, bro. He was like, man.
I like Whitley's hair looked funny. He was like, something's wrong with her hairstyle. I was like, that
But this show,
that says a lot about this show. Yeah, man.
but that's on us. That's on us because of what we're trying to do.
Yeah. But like I said, Kim was, like I said, Whitley said, you can buy a mattress or you can inflate it whenever the mood hits you. Kim was like, Robert is a part of my life now. Okay. We're intertwined. We're
That
together.
is pure college teenage love right there.
We're a thing now.
Yeah, that is it right there.
I want to see Kim 2 years from now. Matter of fact, we know where Kim goes 2 years from now. Remember Robert? Who?
Exactly.
Then there's a standoff, and Whitley's like, well, what are we going to do? We can't live together. Fine. Kim like, fine, we won't. Whitley stomps out into the cold, and Dwayne finds us.
Touche. Whitley did. Hey, she pulled it on him. He said, "Oh, I got something for you. I'm going to your man room. How about that?"
I guess you did. I was about to say you ruined the surprise, but I guess, is there really a surprise?
No, not really. I mean, I give you credit for trying to,
You kind of you look like you.
I give you credit for trying to make it a surprise, but I guess I'm the one. I'm the ruiner. I'm the one who's ruining things.
I'm digging. I'm trying to find things like, I got a surprise. You just ruined it. You just ruined it. I say, I got to. We got it. Yeah, we're going to find out. Yeah, she going to go to their room and ruin it. Damn. But, yeah, she gets an idea. We go back to the classroom. Freddie enters early. Professor Foster is called in. Winifred called. I wanted to speak with you before class. He starts to talk to her about the poetry review. Of the 18 poets in this class, 16 students came to me. 13 were weeping.
Crying, bruh. She got him crying, bruh. Freddie out here got him on the. Got him in the feelings.
And she's talking about, I worked very hard, Professor, because I didn't want to fail at the job. And Professor Foster said, yes, you did. You did. You did. You failed. And he explains to her, it's like, it's poetry. You're trying to correct it like it's math. And so
correct. Yes, it's a poem. How you gonna tell somebody about their poem? Well, I mean, you can tell them some things about it, but you can't really tell them it's wrong.
But he know that he lets her know. He says, I tell you this because I remember editing the poetry review my first year, and I was a little overzealous. and I am going to give you the same joy that my professor did, and I am going to release you of your duties.
That's what he said. He told her, lighten up.
Lighten up. The class enters and they're all talking, and not all talking, but Freddie sees Meat, and she says, "I want to apologize for how harsh I may have been." And Meat says, "I promise I won't be as harsh now." He has the job. He has the new job as the editor of the Poetry Review.
Right there it is. He got the job.
Damn, at you.
That may be him for later on.
We go to
let's stop for a second on the lighten up. Who did it better? Roscoe, our beloved professor, or the movie Stripes?
Come on, man. That's not even a match. That's not even a competition, dude.
Lighten up, Francis.
That's not even a competition. You know it's Stripes. That dude.
You have no idea what I'm talking about. YouTube, Stripes, lighten up, Francis. I'm sure it'll pop up.
Or just watch the movie Stripes. It's quite enjoyable. We go to Randall and Robert's room. Randall and Robert are roommates, I guess. Dwayne is there. They are playing cards.
Yeah, they are roommates.
Huh? They all three roommates? Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And they're doing Bill Cosby impressions. And I like Dwayne's the least.
Yeah. Robert, was it Robert? I think he did one.
The first two were good. I thought Dwayne is like to be one of the main people in the main cast. It sucked. You sucked a little bit, but I guess you can be like that when you say, "Hey, I got a job." They working hard, man.
I know I'll be back next week.
I know I'll be back. I can mess this up. I'll be back. You better get to it, Randall. They're doing cards when Whitley enters with her belongings, and she begins to make herself at home. "Is this your desk?" "Why, yes, it is." And she just clears it off. And they are wondering what is up. And she's stating that I am your new roommate. Walter comes in, and he really, as an RA, he wants to avoid. It's like he's ready to bounce out. And Randall yells at him.
Nobody wants to be bothered with that, man.
Well,
RAs they want to be neither seen nor heard. All they want to do is get through that year with free housing.
That's true.
And that's it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Please don't ask me to do anything of importance, and I'm not mad at you.
Yeah, please don't ask me to actually solve a problem. Like I said, Walter comes in, Randall checks him, and he's like, Walter talks to Whitney and tries to talk Whitney off the insanity ledge, which when ironically Kim enters, and it makes me wonder, how did Kim know that this craziness was happening? I don't know, but I guess
she probably had an idea that, you know what?
Stop.
I know he would. I know she wouldn't.
No.
She couldn't.
Stop.
She couldn't possibly.
Stop.
No, she wouldn't do that.
Stop.
Would she do that?
Stop.
You wouldn't think that?
Huh?
If you knew Whitley and how crazy she could possibly be.
What is the craziest that Whitley has got with Kim? Other than the Thanksgiving episode. What's the craziest Whitley has ever done?
I mean, they only been in school. It's not even Christmas.
Well, it is. It's over. Wait, isn't it? Christmas is over with, right? Didn't they have Thanksgiving?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they're in their first year together.
Yeah.
She knows her somewhat. She don't know her all the way.
Okay. You're right.
Sorry, damn, buddy.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Walter talks to the room, and he then asks them to clear the room for Whitley and Kim to talk. Now, if I'm Randall, I'm surprised. What I say? I'm not leaving.
Said, y'all need to go out in the hallway and talk.
I'm not leaving my room. I leave in my room. What is wrong with you? But neither here nor there. The room empties out, and Kim asks what's going on. Really, Kim? Really, Kim?
out of all of these people, there are 3 people who are assigned to this room. One of them name is Randall. I'm not leaving no place.
That would have been a funny bit if he said, "I'm not leaving. I'm staying." He ain't put me out of my room. But they're talking, and Kim is like, "What's going on?" Whitley's like, "There was nothing else left for me to do." And Kim lets it be known to Whitley, like, "Yo, you always telling me what to do." Well, I don't know. It was kind of weird. It's like I think that.
Yeah, I thought that little part right there, I was like, nah, you just need to go ahead and apologize.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like,
just
that's
say
a separate conversation for a separate day. That has nothing to do with this
moment right now.
Now, if you are bringing out your anger on this subject towards me, that's on you.
I was just watching a clip from Drink Champs, and Will Smith was on, and they were talking about. I mean, they weren't talking about it, but they were talking about how he says, you hit rock bottom, but there are also these things called the cliff tops, and he was talking about how he wishes
the first anvil.
Huh?
With the first anvil?
No. This was the
okay.
Drink Champs. This was Drink Champs. Will Smith.
I was listening to that. I was actually listening to that today. I hadn't gotten through much of it, but I listened to.
No, this was just.
It. Okay.
It was just dealing with. He was talking about himself and what he learned and all this, and he was talking. There was so many things talking about how you learn about yourself, and I wish people could understand what it's like having wealth and fame doesn't mean anything.
People could understand everything that's going on around me.
Yeah,
I know that was not a good Will Smith impersonation,
but he was just
he seems when he's talking. Whenever I hear him talking, it seems like his hands. If I was listening, I feel like his hands are everywhere, just moving around.
He gesticulates a lot. But I was kind of like watching him. He was talking about this and that, and he said my superpowers and cheat codes. And I was saying, man, why don't you just go publicly apologize to Chris Rock to his face? See, the way you hit him in public, maybe you should apologize to him in public because it's a lot.
Because quietly, if he sends some goons out and they hit you publicly in public, you'll see exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was listening
because they send out some goons. It will not be privately.
Yeah, it made me think about Kim. Like, Kim, why don't you just say I was wrong? Really say she said I said I was sorry, but did you really mean it? Because you're gonna do it again. We need to really talk here. You know
what? I'm glad you said that because even the first time she said that when I saw it, and every time I've seen that episode, I've always sat there like, that was a weird response. Like, every time I hear it, you just talk at me. Where did this conversation come from?
I pay for that room just like you do. Your parents in Ohio pay for that room. I won't sleep in it. Just come on now. Help me out. Help me out here. It was just... I mean, they come to an agreement, but it was just like, really? Really? Is this where we are? And we cut to credits. It was cool,
She finally apologized. And yes, no epilogue.